Special Agent,
Yes, sir.
you found your life's work in the FBI, didn't you?
I like to think so. Excuse me. Oh, yes, I like to think so.
You went to law school, right?
Yes, I did.
You went through 4 years of college and then 3 years of law school, correct?
That is correct.
You decided that you wanted to protect and to serve
Yes,
your community, right?
that's right.
And you wanted to protect and serve this country, right?
To the best of my ability, yes, sir.
You went into the FBI, right? And you started out in your basic training there at Quantico, Virginia, correct?
That's right.
And they taught you about report writing.
Yes, they did.
They taught you about diagrams.
That's right.
They taught you about surveillance.
Yes,
They taught you about all the things you needed to protect and serve the community
that's right.
and to keep this nation safe.
That is correct.
You advanced all the way up to the espionage unit, right?
That's right.
You work in national security, correct?
I do.
You have the burden of keeping us away and safe from terrorists,
I do my best.
spies,
Yes,
people that want to do us and our way of life wrong.
that's true.
And in this training, which involves this national security, you have now acquired the skills for advanced surveillance techniques, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and some of those techniques deal with where you do the surveillance, correct?
Yes,
The location, right?
yes,
The manpower that you need.
that's right.
And the locations can depend upon what the information is that you have, right?
Yes,
So for instance, if you have information that talks about a specific area, a room, you can use all the manpower of the FBI to set up that room to capture everything that goes on in that room, right?
yes,
And with respect to equipment used in surveillance, you learned about that, right?
that's right.
Well, it's pretty obvious you could use your eyes, right?
Yes,
But you knew that going into the FBI, right?
yes,
They taught you the advanced method, right?
yes, they did.
You can use digital recordings and cameras now, right?
Yes,
And the advantage of a camera is you can use a zoom lens, right?
on occasion,
And you
yes.
can get in and get all the important detail, right?
Yes,
And so if you're talking about a person, you can get in close enough to see their race, correct?
yes,
Their hairstyle,
yes,
all the things that make us different from somebody else, right?
that's right.
And you learn that there are computer models that can be generated based upon what you see in surveillance that can help acquire the individual before they do more harm.
That's right.
Okay. Now, with respect to cameras, there's also digital imaging involved with video, right?
That's right.
30 frames a second, right?
Yes,
You can see it moving, correct?
that's right.
You can break down each of that second into 30 different stills to get each and every detail that's important, say in an
That's right.
espionage case, or the kind of high-level cases that you work on.
Yes,
You can find locations where you can set up the manpower that you need to do the surveillance, right?
that's right.
So if you're doing around-the-clock surveillance, it helps to have more eyes there, right?
Yes.
More men, right?
If they're available, yes.
And you work in espionage.
Yes.
You work in national security, right?
Yes,
All of the FBI and its agents are at your disposal in these types of cases.
if they're available, yes, sir.
And in this case, we're talking about submarines, secrets of our country, and things that are vital to our national security, right?
Yes,
Okay. And one of the things that you learned early on in the most mundane cases that you did, a bank robbery, is when you have an idea that something might happen inside even a bank. The bank has cameras on all the time at the location to make certain that they're there to catch the image of someone robbing a bank so that that someone doesn't have to watch with their eyes alone, day after day, hour after hour, minute after minute, correct?
Yes.
Now, you, in terms of report writing, you learn to prepare them, right?
Yes.
You learn to review them, right?
Yes, that's right.
In preparing them, you learn to be complete,
Yes.
accurate,
Yes.
thorough,
That's right.
with the most important details, right?
That's correct.
All of the details, right?
Yes.
With respect to the statements you make, correct?
That's right.
Statements given to you
Yes.
about what you saw,
That's right.
what you didn't see,
Yes.
what you heard,
Yes.
what you didn't hear,
Yes.
and everything is there in the computer now to allow you to edit it after the day you make the statement,
Yes.
add to it.
That's right.
That's available while the investigation is going on, right?
That's right.
It's available when the case is brought, right?
Yes.
You look at them to prepare for any testimony, correct?
On occasion, yes.
You can do supplemental reports even up to the time that you testify to make certain that what is in your report is accurate, complete, and thorough, right?
Yes.
Because that FBI 302 is your signature with respect to your investigation, just like your testimony, right?
That's right.
And other agents use it to do their work, right?
Yes.
And it's like a link in the chain, right? If one agent doesn't get it right, doesn't put in all the details, then all the FBI suffers in its efforts, right?
It's quite possible, yes.
Okay. And you have to give it to a supervisor, right?
Yes.
And he or she reviews it.
That's right.
And so you make certain that there are no mistakes,
Do my best.
there are no errors. And when you
Yes.
say you do your best, you do it on the level of the job that you've taken on to protect us, right?
Yes.
And before you put your name on it, you make certain that you've taken every step that you can to make certain that you've had the time, the ability, and the reflection to make certain that what's there will help you if you have to testify, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the same things that we've gone through with respect to a diagram that you use are the same as a report, right? Any
Yes.
diagram is, in essence, a drawing of what the scene was, what you saw, correct?
Yes.
And the thing about video or cameras is it allows the jury, these individuals, these citizens who you are protecting, to see what you saw that day if you're doing a surveillance, right?
Yes.
They then are the ones that get to see the fruit of your investigation, right?
Yes.
You believe in the fact that it is the jury that will make the final determination and you serve them, right?
That's right.
So you make every effort to use all these advanced surveillance techniques in your FBI work.
Yes.
Now, in this case, you became aware of some information on November 10th of 2008, correct?
That's correct.
You had been on the case for 2 weeks at that time, right?
Yes.
So you had the time during those 2 weeks to marshal all the surveillance techniques and things you may need in case you got information, right?
Yes.
And in this case, you got information as with respect to a specific location, right?
That's right.
And if you look, I don't think you can see it, sir, but you drew a diagram in this case of the location that you surveilled, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, the techniques that you used in this surveillance did not include putting a camera in the phone booth where the individual was coming into to capture all the images of the people that come in there to give a visual image of who's in the booth, right?
That's right.
The techniques that you used did not include using the abandoned storefront directly in front of the phone booth, a mere 5 feet away, from the scene of that phone booth, right?
That's right.
The techniques that you used in this case did not include using a high-powered lens to burrow into the location at issue, this phone booth, to capture the images with the power of a zoom lens, right?
Right, it did not include that.
You instead, sir, used your eyes looking in a rear-view mirror with Special Agent Robinson for 12-hour shifts, some 60 feet away from the phone booth.
In this case, yes, sir.
Now, nothing in this case. You mentioned that one of the techniques you use is using manpower to do the surveillance, right?
Yes.
You did not use the abandoned storefront so you could have a multitude of agents there helping you in this case of national security, did you?
Not in this case, no.
Okay. You instead did 12-hour shifts in a car, you taking 8 to 8, evening to morning, Special Agent Robinson taking the other 12 hours, right?
Yes.
Sitting in a car, on a street, facing away from the phone booth.
That's right.
Now, you testified that you saw an individual leave the phone booth, cross the street towards you, turn up the street towards your surveillance vehicle. Earlier today, to these individuals.
That's right.
Your diagram shows an individual coming from the north, going into a phone booth, returning back towards the street light to the north, correct?
Yes.
Your diagram that you prepared has no indication that an individual crossed the street, moved to the south, in any way, shape, or form.
No,
Isn't
sir.
that correct, sir? Isn't that correct?
That is correct.
Your own travel. Now, your diagram isn't complete without the report. Your own words were in your report, sir. Subject approaches from the north of the phone booth, enters the phone booth, exits, and proceeds north. Correct?
Yes.
Now, you told these jurors earlier today, I had gotten out of my surveillance vehicle, walked down Front Street towards the phone booth. I was directly across the street from her. I'd estimate a distance of approximately 40 feet. She led across the phone booth, crossed the street towards me, turned up the street towards my surveillance vehicle. At that time, she was no further than 10 feet away from me. I got a real good look at her. Remember telling them that today?
Yes.
Looking them in the eye and telling them that today?
Yes.
Nowhere in your report is any of that movement by her, correct?
That's
Is that
correct.
in your report? Thank you.
No, it
sir.
is not.
Your own movement. Nowhere in your report do you ever say that you ever get out of the vehicle during the critical time that this suspect from which you're describing entering and exiting the booth. At no time does your report say that you walked up the street, that she got closer to you at all, correct?
Yes, that's right.
And your diagram indicates no movement by you at all, correct?
Yes.
Now, you testified and told these ladies and gentlemen of the jury, since you don't have a camera, since you don't have a zoom lens, since you don't have anything for them to view, they've got to just listen to what you told them about what you saw. And let me take a moment here, see if this is a little unwieldy, as fast as I can. Can everybody see that okay? All right. Now, today you told the jury that this person was black. You recall that?
Yes, I do.
Your report doesn't indicate anything about the race, right?
No, it does not.
So we don't even know when you saw what even race this person was. You told them today that this black person now had a short afro hairstyle, right?
Yes,
Nowhere in your report was that, correct, sir?
that's correct.
She was wearing glasses today, right?
Yes,
Nowhere in your report was that, correct?
that's correct.
She had large hoop earrings, correct?
That's right.
Nowhere in your report was that, sir.
No, it was not.
Knee-high black leather boots. That's not in your report either, right?
No.
She was wearing a tan trench coat, belted at the waist. This belted at the waist wasn't in your report, right?
No.
Carrying a brown leather shoulder bag on her right shoulder. That wasn't in the report either.
No.
So within minutes of when you saw this, within hours of arresting Shenko, in putting down the critical information that you had to find this person, you put out an all-points bulletin for a 5'4" female, approximately 110 pounds, wearing a tan trench coat, right?
Yes.
That's what you're looking for.
Yes.
Okay. You would agree with me, sir, that choices have consequences, do they not?
Yes.
Sir, can you step down just for a second, because I would like you to take a look at this picture just briefly. Sir, this is the surveillance card that you used in your advanced surveillance technique, right?
Yes.
This is the rear view mirror. This is the mirror, the side mirror on the driver's side that you would have been looking at for 12 hours at a distance of greater than 60 feet, correct?
Yes, that's right.
You have this other mirror inside that allows you to look this way and look this way, right?
Yes.
Of course, you're aware, sir, that down here on these mirrors, there's a warning, right?
Yes.
Cameras have zoom lenses that go in and get detail, correct?
Yes.
We're warned objects in mirror are closer than they appear. The mirror distorts what your eyes could otherwise see, correct?
Not to a huge degree, but a bit.
Okay. Now, and you were doing this while facing away from the phone booth, 60 feet away, looking into a mirror, slumping down so no one would see that the car had been there for 3 days without moving, right?
Yes.
Sir, you can take your seat back.
Thank you.
I just got one area to cover quickly. Sir, do you see this camera over here in the courtroom?
Yes, I do.
These are one of the courtrooms where we record what goes on, right?
Yes.
They can zoom in to you and get your facial features, right?
Yes.
And they've got a camera over here, right?
Yes.
And so in this courtroom, we're able to use a technique that you chose not to use in protecting our country, correct?
In this case, yes.
Nothing further.